All right, Seth, you guys played well in the first half. You had an 8-5 lead going into halftime, and then it kind of looked like you guys lost a little steam there coming into the third quarter. Talk about the game as a whole and what your thoughts were.
The game as a whole was very, very good. That was our best performance of the year so far. It's one of the biggest, most physical teams we'll play this entire season. I think they're 13th in the country right now, so that was a huge opportunity for us to try to win. So that was a great effort on our half, I thought.
What do you take out of a game like this where you're playing arguably the top team in the East? You know, one of the teams in your league going into a big weekend this weekend where you have 3 more league games.
It's a great motivator for us. We know now we can kind of hang with the other teams in our league, so we need to get out there this weekend and get 2 wins so that we got good standings for the postseason.
Kind of a naive question because not knowing the sport as well, and for the audience not knowing the sport, do you feel that you had 10 shots in the game, but do you feel that now that you're a senior, one of the top offensive weapons, you feel that they're keen on you a little bit more than any other players?
In this game, I thought they were a little bit. They were just really physical the whole time, trying to press us. Me and Trevor, they had us locked down pretty good the whole entire game. So the open opportunities we get, the more the better. So a lot of shots, especially in a shallow deep pool, is the way to go.
You guys head up to Boston this weekend. What can you look forward to this weekend?
2 W's, so hopefully we'll get those.
All right, take care. Good luck. So, Coach, you played one of the top teams in the East today, and you had an 8-5 lead at halftime, and it was 9-9 going into the fourth quarter. Guys kind of looked like they ran out of steam, but overall, it was still a good effort by you guys against, like I said, the top team in the East. What are your thoughts on the game tonight?
Yeah, we started playing too much. We had too much individual effort, and we went away from what we were doing as a team. In the beginning, we were getting a lot of open looks because guys were working together. And late, basically, we got a little frustrated in the third quarter when we could only score 1 goal, and we had too many guys doing too many individual, making too many individual decisions instead of working as a team.
It was a conference opener for you guys at CWPA North, also the home opener. You got 2 big games this weekend up in Boston. Talk about what the positives you could take from this game. Again, the top team in the conference as you move along the line.
Yeah, you play in a game like this where it's a smaller pool, a home setting, and you kind of reduce your rotation a little bit, and could have hurt us in the end. I'm not sure. I think our guys, for the most part, we're still fairly well. Obviously, had a lot of gas in the tank. We couldn't overcome. They're a big physical team, and one of the things we take into this weekend is we can play with one of the elite teams in the nation, not just on the East Coast. I mean, these guys can play with anybody. These guys are undefeated right now. They're playing extremely well, and they have some just tremendous players. And we matched up really well with them, especially in 2 meters. We didn't get beat in 2 meters at all the entire game. We scored a few goals out of set, and I don't think they scored once out of 2 meters. So our help defense is much better. That was killing us at the beginning of the year, and we really improved our perimeter defense and our help 2 meter defense. And we're going to be a tough team. The one thing I can tell you is you see a game in a smaller pool like this. Generally, the scores are 16-14. They're 19-17. They're crazy scores, and we did a really good job against a high-powered offense. You can pretty much wipe out the last 3 goals off the score sheet because there were just breakdowns on offense that led to fast breaks. Shouldn't have happened, but our half-court set defense was outstanding, and that's one thing we're going to be positive about going into this weekend.
Individually, you have a pretty young team out in the pool there, but your veterans were the leading goal scorers: Trevor, Seth, and Christian. Talk about their play on offense and what they can do, to improve a little bit.
Oh, they're gonna improve when our other players improve. Okay, they're getting keyed on. They're trying to do a little bit too much. That's what kind of happened towards the end of the game, where we went a little stagnant offensively. They were trying to do a little bit too much because the other players weren't doing enough. And it's a double-edged sword. You want your freshmen to step up in these situations. They're freshmen, and we'll get there.
And one of the freshmen that did a fantastic job today was your goaltender. Talk about your goalie.
Stephen Hill. unbelievable. If there's a better freshman on the East Coast, then I'd like to see who it is. I mean, he is playing tremendous right now. All the saves he needed to make, and then some. I mean, he was outstanding, blocking one on nobodies, blocking rebound shots. I'm not sure what his stat total is, but it's got to be one of the higher probably save games an Iona player has had probably in a couple years.
And lastly, again, we talked about this weekend. You have a couple big games coming up in Boston. Talk about the weekend coming up.
We're a small conference. I mean, it's an 8-team conference, and you see these teams a lot. I mean, we're going to play MIT. Last year we played them 3 times. We're going to play Harvard. I think last year we played them twice. You're going to play Brown. We played them 2 or 3 times last year. You play these teams a ton of times, and it's like any sport. You play somebody once, and it's competitive. You play somebody twice, and it's borderline chippy. You play someone 3 times, and it's an all-out war, and that's what happens with these conference games. There's no love for the opponent, and we're going to come out there. We're going to be ready to play, and we're playing in Harvard. We're playing in MIT, and that's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for road wins.
Well, good luck this weekend, and we'll talk to you then.
Thanks.